if you've ever needed some tools on your truck so that you can fix something as you're on the road, go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now. This video, we are going to be vlogging the journey heading down south to Texas, with all of the mishaps that just always seem to happen, right? Let's go. Was it gelled up or was it a newbie's mistake? Yeah, so ultimately I created a vacuum in that first fuel filter, and because of that, the engine couldn't get any fuel. Therefore, it didn't start. So I probably spent like $100 in additives that really didn't need to be spent. But yeah, it happens. So we're here to pick up the 2006 Audi S4. Load it up, take it to Michigan, and then head down to Elkhart. Something doesn't look right there, right? So what we got is a winch gone bad. The winch just shorted out and I couldn't get it back on. Normally I would hold on to, where the 5-pin little hookup goes, get it just right, and it would work. Well, that wasn't the case this trip. Yeah, baby, got it. So it was this little thing right here. You probably know what it is. I don't. And then, because if it's not something, it's always something. This was the new piece, which doesn't fit on the dang bolt, the battery connector. So I had to take the old one off, put it on the battery side in order to get it to actually mount down to it. So we are functional, we're back on the road, and I know that you guys had mentioned I needed to go wireless. I bought the wireless magnetic little remote thing, so I'm excited to try that out. You're gonna see it right here, right now. Boom. Every time I've hooked up the first unit, there's been a height issue with the deck. I'll show you it in a second, so stay tuned. But it's always just a matter of a few inches. That's what she said, I know. But there's always something that's just really close to hitting that top deck, and you have to make adjustments. I've only done 3 hauls so far. But every time, this right here, just the height difference, always becomes an issue for something on that first unit. So normally there's some stairs right there. It's 4 bolts, and now the stairs are, I believe this is locked. If you can see this, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the stairs are in there. Because I was just gonna leave it back further, take that extension out on the back for the hitch. But then my issue became I did not have a 7-pin extender. If I had, I could have left this back further. This would have been back about another foot, and we would have been good. My first back haul was a Jeep Grand Cherokee, so there wasn't an issue, plenty of clearance. But man, let me tell you, in this trip right now, that Audi, there was just enough clearance on it. Like I stopped about every few inches just to make sure that nothing was touching the chassis frame, because it was just a really close call. I think when it gets warmer out, I'm gonna look at tackling a project for just making the deck height of that second one just a little better. But I would like to be able to haul 2 vehicles. All right, if it's not something, it's something else, right? I'm walking around, and then I come across this right here. And then I look over here, same ordeal. I can't imagine that's driver damage. It's a Sunday, I'll call on Monday, but yeah. I'm assuming just the weather caused it not to really stick or adhere well, so I don't know. But we'll see. I'm gonna hit the road. We will get to someplace just north of Houston, and we'll have a little bit longer of a drive than planned tomorrow to drop. So that's it. We are on the road. And again, if it's not something, it's something. So I am waiting for a tow truck to come get me unstuck from this kind of unpaved road. It's the next morning, and as you can see, we made it out. Ironically, I said, screw it, we're parking at Walmart, and the tow truck guy was just talking about, why didn't you just park there? People park there all the time. I was like, I don't know, I saw the signs, I figured I'd try to find another place. Surprisingly, it only cost me $100. The guy was super cool. This will set us back a little more. We'll see, maybe we're a half a day to a day kind of behind schedule. And this is where we're picking up a 2020 GMC Yukon to take back up to Iowa. I didn't get any video on the drop. They were just right there, helped me from start to finish, so it went really quick. And then I just headed here, which was a 23-minute drive. So we're gonna load up, we're gonna take off and head back. We are on our way back up to Iowa. We got the GMC hooked up in the back, and as I'm walking around it this morning, I notice one of the straps on the driver's side tire has like rubbed up against the rim and is cut. I'll show you. So where are we at? Right there. Luckily I have extra straps, so replaced it, got a better angle on it. This one was a little cockeyed, which is I think why it ended up rubbing and doing what it did. But again, this trip, oh man, we are headed back. If I get the perfect stretch, I'll make it home before my freaking 70-hour clock runs out. It's not something, it's something. Here, this is a screenshot. I don't know if you can see it. Ha! With the glare, there we go. But 4 minutes and 50 minutes away from home. And that was 4 minutes left on that 70-hour clock. So, off duty, personal conveyance, there's an emergency at home, and I need to get there. I don't know how to wink, but I hope you saw that. But what I'll do, I'm gonna call the dealership and ask what their Saturdays, if he is there on Saturdays, or if it would be Monday, to drop wherever it's at, this thing off. So what I'll end up doing is off-duty personal conveying back to this exact location. I chose the Casey's right here off the exit, right where I pull in, and that is where I will log back on duty after my reset, either, again, Saturday or on Monday, depending on if I'm able to drop it on Saturday. Yeah, it's Thursday right now, so yeah. And I don't know if you guys had noticed it or not, but as we were in maybe Oklahoma, I was recording just some of the cool scenery for you on the road, and I thought this was a bug. Nope, not a bug. Just another little stressor, another thing to get taken care of. But hey, it is what it is. Stuff happens. Just roll with it. There is, you know, a saying or whatever that, you know, there's never anything on your plate that you can't handle. Like there's never too much that is coming at you that he didn't give you the ability to take care of. And, you know, the person that says, hey, this is too much, and like, oh my goodness, this was so stressful of a trip. Oh, this is just, it's not for me. That person's right too, man. You know, so perception is the key to where you're headed. Whether that be in RV transport or just life in general. There's just a little bit of Coach Sean coming out here. So we're gonna head home. Again, I think a wife with a 2-week-old and a 2.5-year-old, and I guess Winter has a really bad diaper rash that's not going away, so she's got to go. We're gonna take her to the doctors tomorrow to see what else we can do. They gave us some homemade cream recipe. They gave my wife some homemade cream recipe stuff, and then she's been having her doing non-diaper times, like basically all day. And I probably shouldn't be laughing, especially if she watches this, but she's just like, oh, yep, got peed on, got pooped on, oh, this, that. And it's kind of funny. Again, it would suck if she was on the other side or whatever, but that's not the case. So I gotta get back. You know what? We're going to end this here so that I can get this uploaded, because you guys have been asking, like, hey, did you get the truck ungelled? What's going on? Well, this has just been the longest trip ever. If you made it to the end, go ahead and give yourself a high five. You're awesome, and thanks for sticking around. Goodbye. See you in the next video. We didn't get gelled up. I was an idiot and didn't take that stupid little gasket off of the first fuel filter, so we created a vacuum in there. But you guys are very awesome and helpful for giving me a lot of insight on ensuring that that never happens again, or if it does, what to do. All right, see ya. Have a great day.